Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? Happy hump day, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the middle of the week. Welcome to Fed Day. Today is the day where Jerome Powell is going to increase the Fed funds rate by 25 basis points. Anything other than that, and we're going to have some severe volatility. If he did it by more, which I think there's basically, because I personally think there's a 0% chance of him doing. He's literally, even in a speech last week, said that it's going to be 25 basis points. If he does any more, then obviously the market's going to absolutely tank. And if he doesn't do the 0.25, well, hello Venezuela, hello Tin Pot Republic, hello Zimbabwe, hello the Weimar Republic. All SH1T will break loose to the upside, and the dollar will probably get pretty whacked. But do I think that there's a chance of that happening? No, I don't think there's a chance of that happening either. So there we go. We'll just await our 25 basis point confirmation, and then hopefully we can see some onwards and upwards. But yeah, with that all being said, we shall go straight over to this Bitcoin 4-hour charts and see what is going on. So an interesting little wick here, straight into our resistance area. Straight into our resistance area. Particularly interesting looking wick. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm sure someone must have said something somewhere. But yeah, we are above this area though at the moment, and yeah, potentially looking good for actually trying to have a more sustained test of this resistance area. That is based on, if we look at some other markets, you can see the stock market is moving up nicely here. Obviously it is maybe thinking, well, the Fed is gonna basically do its 25 BPs and then basically talk pretty more dovishly, because yeah, things there's tough financial conditions out there, believe me. And also the Fed will be acutely aware that if this keeps going, it's going to basically tank the world economy as well. And also, obviously, if this keeps going, it's going to tank, well, the world economy and the US economy. And yeah, so they've got to be Operation Weaken the Dollar, basically. And I said basically many times there. But yeah, difficult times for the Fed. A rock and a hard place comes to mind. An unstoppable force and an immovable object comes to mind. But yeah, let's have a look at some other things as well. Ethereum Satoshi pairing is trying to obviously break out this descending channel, having a nice little move up here. We can see in the USD pairing as well above this support area, so that's not looking bad. If we want to have a look at oil is sub 100, and just look at it. It's basically, it touched back perfectly into our previous range here, $93. Around $93, $94, not previous range, but just this previous area price action, having a bounce off it as you would expect. But is that bounce going to be fading and come back down? We shall have to see. Obviously, if we have this demand destruction, if we have this recession on the cards, then yes. If we have a dovish Fed in the face of all of this, and then the dollar weakens and the 10-year also weakens, then then maybe oil will just carry on pushing up. But it is good to see this pullback, because clearly it wasn't sustainable what was going on. Notably though, there isn't really a significant pullback in food prices. There's all sorts of problems with food prices, with fertilizers, with planting, with everything that is going to probably feed through over the next half month to a year. Just to a sustained bid to food prices, and that at the margins, the countries that struggle are going to have some serious problems. I mean, if you remember, the whole Arab Spring was off the back of food prices. I mean, the French Revolution, let them eat cake, was all off the back of food. Everything's always about food. Well, everything, when it kicks off, everything's not about food, but when things kick off severely with the populace, it is always about food. So yeah, that problem is gonna be brewing there in the background. Maybe we get a recession, demand destruction for commodity prices. Yeah, fair enough. but that will be replaced with obviously what will be probably a more severe crisis with the food prices. So yes, we have got that to obviously look out for. So here, stock market obviously looking nice. Yeah, like I said, looking nice here, trying to get his way above this level, get above here, get above the next one, then we will be looking at a nice medium term run to the upside. Similar, we're looking at Bitcoin, get above here, get above the next one, we'll be looking at a nice break to the upside. What else we want to look at here? Oh, good. Gold doing similar to what oil is doing, obviously getting whacked with that 10-year, and yeah, it's gonna be sub 1900, I would expect, because the bottom, I think the new range that will be established will be obviously these to the upside, and then either 1840 or 1880. This area to the downside, I don't believe we'll make it below have sustained price action below 1840, but if we do, then gold is done. Gold is done for. If we do, so we shall have to see. But I suspect we get supported somewhere in that area. Probably should extend this across. Yeah, I mean, I will draw the box in as well. Here we go. Where's my rectangle? Where are you? Here it is. Yeah, I think this will basically be the new major support area. In my opinion, we shall see. And then yeah. And then just have a higher value relationship basically, and yeah, this being the low, and then obviously pushing on over time to new highs, but obviously that is relatively slow moving. Bitcoin dominance, we'll have a glance at that as well. Yeah, an ascending channel here, so obviously we are hoping for a bearish resolution and an altcoin season. I am anyway, as a non-Bitcoin maximalist. I actually think, I was thinking about it, not thinking, I mean, I was considering this whole ESG, Ethereum moving to proof of stake, Bitcoin always going to be proof of work. I kind of feel like there's going to be a big shift in there. Well, Ethereum is going to be the eco green coin, and Bitcoin is going to be the bad energy using one, regardless of whatever renewable resources or whatever, regardless of anything else. We do know the ESG narrative is largely just pushed by lunatics with no real grasp of the real world. So if they just basically just grasp on, if they're involved in cryptocurrency or just talking about crypto, and they just say Ethereum good, Bitcoin bad, then yeah, we could end up with like a big nice move in Ethereum relative to Bitcoin, and hopefully a big move in crypto generally. As also, I think we're generally going to have that bid from obviously the dollar fully weaponized now, and then just generally people, nations starting to just thinking, well, we're going to have to potentially drip diversify into this, drip feed some dollar cost average, to use a term, into cryptos, amongst other things, but obviously cryptos as well. So we could see a constant bid, and then we could see Ethereum going nuts. So that would be my dream scenario. Yeah, so yeah, let's have a look at those stochastics now. Yeah, 4 hour flirting with a bit of downside, but looking like it's just kind of wanting to reset here and continue upwards. I'm pretty certain 10, 12 hour and daily are going to be looking better now. But yeah, 10 hour is moving up, but losing a bit of its momentum. And yeah, 12 hour has turned back up now. So hopefully we can take another leg up in the 12 hour. Daily looking to turn back up as well. So hopefully we can take another leg up in that. Bi-daily looking to turn back up as well. 3 day, as you can see, kind of trying to turn back up. And then 5 day also trying to turn back up as well, and then weekly obviously is pointing upwards, and bi-weekly even itself is losing a lot of that downward momentum, and obviously monthly is doing this thing. We just don't really talk about it because it's not doing what we want. But yeah, if we do basically get this move above this resistance area, these stochastics are all pretty much, practically all time frames are going to start to be very supportive of price action. Could very easily get us up towards the 47,000 and give us a great shot of breaking through at some point, even if it's not immediately. And then yeah, onwards to the mid 50s. So obviously barring anything crazy being said by Jerome Powell, but I think markets have been whacked. There's a lot of geopolitical instability. I just feel like he can't really start doing anything too detrimental to markets that are so precariously placed, so that potentially only leaves the upside. So yeah, there you go. There is my optimistic spin on things. But yeah, things generally looking better here anyway. So so yeah, that is not just born off of just blind bullishness. I mean, things are starting to potentially look better. I would look to the charts, especially the oil charts, to kind of see that potentially things could calm down. But also you do have to understand that some of that may just be demand destruction getting priced in, which is not good, which we have been talking about for a while now. So I say a while in these markets is like maybe like the last week or so. But yeah, there we go, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always a DYOR, and I shall speak to you guys soon.